Hello, hello, hello. It's Jill Cherry, and this video is all about the Cherry Pick platform. It's an overview. So in our YouTube channel, we have very specific videos on specific things. This video is just going to be an oversight, an overview of the overall platform and how to use it in the simplest way. So when you log into your website, instead of seeing mine, you should see yours. I wanted to point out over here where it says My Sites and Funnels. We do have a funnel builder for you in the back end, so you can build all of your own funnels. We also do have templates for you back here as well as an option for you. If you have one website, it will be here. If you have more than one website, it will show just like so. But that is where you will find all of your online things, so your funnels and your websites. You also have a dashboard for the website, so it shows you your traffic, shows you your hourly traffic, your daily traffic, popular pages, where your website traffic is coming from, devices, browsers, your storage, and your bandwidth. So that is all that good information for you right here in the dashboard underneath overview. Now, to get back to the builder, you'll notice up here there are 5 tabs. You have the builder, the store, the contacts tab, the appointments tab, the emails and automations tab. So this is where you're going to send one-off campaigns like Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday, or an automated sequence, which is where you have that flow. So where someone gets an email, a few days later they get the next email, and it's all automated for you. So as far as using the builder, this is what we call a drag and drop style builder. It is a true drag and drop style builder, which means you do not need any coding experience to use this builder. However, if you wanted to code something into the website, you could come up here. Sorry, let's do this again. Go to the website settings, go to custom code, and you would input the code into the website here. If you wanted to code something specific into the website itself, I actually have a few on my page, like so. You would come over here to add widget, scroll down to add code, click, drag and drop, and then paste your code right here. So it's very easy, very intuitive and user-friendly. So let's go back through just the basics. If you want to update the text, all you have to do is hover over the text you want to change, double click it, and it becomes what I like to say, a glorified Word document. So you can change your text size, your spacing, the font color, the background color, etc. You can bold it, italicize it, etc. You can change what it says. We also have this really unique AI tool. So if you come over here to this green button, click on it, it will generate text for you using AI. If you would like to update a picture, so say you wanted to, there are several different kinds of pictures. There's a background picture here. There is a column picture here. And then there is just a regular photo here. So if you wanted to change any one of the 3, you would just find the photo you want to change. So this would be underneath the block, and you would change it here. Just click this image, and you have your photos back here. If you needed to upload a new image, you would just come over here to upload a file, and upload that file from your computer. Same thing if it's in a column. So you'd come over here, click column, and change the photo here. And then lastly, if you wanted to update a photo like this, you would just hover over it, click, edit image, and again, same thing. So that is how we update the words and the images in a website. Again, this is an image you can update, go to block, update image, etc. Now, let's go through these buttons right here. And these are going to be all of your editing tools for the website. So here are all of your pages. So, excuse me. So think of a website like a book. A website is composed of different pages. So home page, about page, reviews page, free stuff page, templates, etc. For me, I have a home page, a playbacks page, portfolio, about, etc. So say you were wanting to go update your about page, you would come over here to these three lines. You would find your about page, click on about, and it would bring up your new page. And then again, same principles apply. Double click, glorified Word document, can update, edit the text, and same thing with the images. Now, if you want to add something to a page, you would come over here to this little plus sign, and it's called adding a widget. So you have the choices of all of the widgets you see right here on the left-hand side of things you can add. So if you wanted to add a new picture, say you wanted to add a picture between this palm leaf and my family picture. The things you want to do first is you want to make sure you add a container. So you come over here to a container, drag and drop. This is basically giving yourself a space to work. And then say you wanted to add photos and text to this block, you'd come over here to the widget. You'd add an image. You'd have to select the image. If you do not select the image right away, the image will just disappear and you'll have to re-add it. So we want to make sure we select the image. And then if you want to add text below this image, you would come over here to this plus sign, text. And then there's two ways you can space this out. You can either space it out by using this green line and spacing it this way, or you can come over here and add a spacer. And there's different scenarios and different situations in which you want to add a spacer. Hopefully this is all making sense. If none of this is making sense to you, don't worry. Just email our team, Jill@CherryPickedWebCo or admin@CherryPickedWebCo, and we can get all of your questions answered for you. Now, this little global styling paintbrush looking button is for the overall aesthetics of the entire website. So for example, you have text styling. So this is how the website text is styled. You can also underline text links or text links on mouse over, meaning when someone hovers over something that is linked, it will change to orange and it will underline it. That's how I have my personal website set up. So you can edit all of this, and this will make changes to the overall website. If you want to add specialized fonts, you can do that back here with uploading a custom font or adding fonts here. Color palette. So in the process with Cherry Picked, you know that we ask you for your logo, your branding details, things like your palette and your fonts. That's the reason we're able to get your website so specific, is because we make sure your palette is set back here underneath your color palette. Once you set this color palette also, it will come up as your main primary color. So if I wanted to change this color block, I'd go to block, change this color, and my primary colors are here. So it makes it very, very easy once we get those global stylings down to edit the remainder of the website. Then we have website layout. You will almost never touch this button, but if you wanted to play with it, you have your grid width, which is just how wide the website will be. And then layout style, you could do full width or boxed. Boxed looks like this. So it just looks, it's not the full page. You saw it. Let's see, do it again. So it's, again, you'll notice that all of this space is open here. So if I wanted to change a background like this, these are good for maybe blog style websites, but I would never recommend this to any of my clients personally. But that's just a preference. Then come back over to global styling. The last one is page styling. You can add a background image to the entire page. And then this is just to tell the image what to do. I don't ever personally use this because I like every page to be custom to what it is. But this is back here. And this again is an overview of the entire website builder. Funnels. This is just another button that takes you to the same place that going to My Sites and Funnels would. So if you wanted to click on funnels, it just shows you the funnels that you would have within your website. Settings. So the settings here, this is going to be your social sharing image. So when you share your website, what people will see. A favicon is this little tiny icon that appears to the left of your domain. Some people have favicons, some people don't. This is really all personal preference. We already reviewed that you can add custom code underneath custom code in the settings. You have your page SEO here where you can input your page SEO. Then you have a files manager. So if you need to add anything specific like a logo or a text file, you'd actually want to come over here underneath file manager. You want to do view all files and add your files this way. So you can add a folder, upload a file, etc. You have your general, so this is again general information. Your domain, so this is going to be the domain that is connected to your website. Language and time is to set the language and the time of your website. So if you're in a different time zone, if you want the time to read in military time, you can change that. I never have military time on my websites. I always do, then I don't know what you call this, normal time. I call it normal time, but normal or military. Cookies and privacy. So you can actually add a cookie disclaimer to your website. And it just is letting people know that you're collecting their information, but you don't have to. Applications. So this is where you can connect to an application by your API key for your website, or you can do it with any of these applications here. And so you would just hit connect and then tell it what to connect to. Personalization. So you can add personalization tags. So this would apply to your email marketing. And then you can do URL redirects as well. So that is the Builder tab. It's a very straightforward, very user-friendly, very intuitive to use. The next tab we're going to go on to is the Store. So this would be used for very simple, basic things like collecting money for maybe a product you sell in your office, or maybe you have a one-time holiday giveaway and you want to make sure that you're able to offer it on your website or whatever, etc. So I don't use my website particularly for sales. That's why it's zeroed out, but I still can show you how it works. So, and before we get into this too far, I do like to give people fair warning that if you're wanting a full-blown store with your website, but you do not want to ship the products, this is not going to be a good option for you. And let's talk about other options you can use. If you want to use this as a full-blown store and you don't mind shipping the products to the person, then this would be great for you. So you can see an overview of your orders. You can see a list of your products, and this is where you would actually add a product as well. So you come over here, add a product. It's going to ask you what type of product. Once you tell it the style of product, then it will bring you to the page where you put the product title, product description, the price, images of the product. If there's a number product, a select amount, you'd actually come down here to track inventory and you'd have to tell it how many inventory. But that is how we add a product to the store. So this is your list of products here. You can do subscriptions. To be honest with you, I had a client, we did a subscription style store, and it wasn't really great because when she would have clients that would have 2 products or more in their subscription, it would actually charge them shipping separately and ship them to different items. So it's very confusing, and so I don't recommend this for subscription style stores either. If that's something that you're wanting to do, just ask me a question. I'll point you in the right direction. But in my opinion, this is not for like an item that someone would subscribe to, like deodorant or elderberry syrup or things like that. You can also have discount codes in the store. So you'd add a discount code. Maybe it's, happy holidays, and then they get 50% off or something. But you would just add discount code. You could make it a flat discount of an amount of money, a percent discount, so like 20% off, or just apply free shipping to that order. This is your layout and styling of the store. And then these are your settings within the store. Settings are important for store details, so we want to make sure that you have an email back here to get your order notifications, your company name, company tax ID, your company address, etc. General information, so if you're in the United States, your currency symbol, what weight unit are you using, the store process, next invoice number, etc. These are self-explanatory, so one is to preview what your store would look like, and this button is to edit the store pages and what they look like if they don't look how you want them to look. So that's an overall view of the store button. The contacts tab, so out of respect and privacy for those on my list, real quick, this is just where all of the contacts in your website will be stored. You can send one email from the back end of the contacts tab, or you can add them to a list in your emails and automations tab and send automated emails to a select group of people. So these two tabs right here work really well together. Again, contacts are people who have been added to your website contacts list from interacting with you on your website by filling out a form, making an appointment, etc. Then you can take these contacts and add them to your emails and automations tab, and you can follow up with them through email marketing. While we are on the emails and automations tab, I want to go ahead and go through each item here. So you'll notice there's two different sets of buttons here. First, we're going to go through these right here, and then we'll go through the side. So the dashboard is just showing you your latest email marketing, your open rate, your click-through rate. This emailing system, actually emailing systems in general, have this new rule where you have to have a certain amount of non-bounced emails, and if you have too many, then actually will shut your email down, and that's just to make sure that you're not spamming people and sending inappropriate content or too much content, etc. So it's really to protect you. It's to protect the user. It's not, your fault. It's just something we have to work through. And so what this email system does is it sends in increments. I believe the first increment is 1,000, the next is 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, and then unlimited, I believe. But it's just in increments to make sure that all the emails that you're emailing are correct email. If you don't know if your email list is up to date or you're just not sure, it's always great to use this resource called zerobounce.net. It is a paid service, but you can run your email list through this validation service, and it will let you know emails that are good and valid and emails that you should not be emailing. And this will help to make sure you're not being shut down when you go to send your emails. Campaigns. So campaign is a one-off email. It can be a holiday reminder, webinar reminder, special announcements for your office, etc. Automations are a list of emails that are sent over or dripped over an amount of time. So for me, I have my 52-week sequence back here. And if I want to edit the flow, you'll notice it's an email, wait 7 days, email, wait 7 days, etc. It also says how many are in each portion of my sequence. We can come all the way down, and we actually have 4,000 people completing the flow, so that's pretty awesome. To set up emails and automations, that is actually a separate video. So again, go visit our YouTube and make sure you check out that video. It's a lot to cover every little nitty-gritty detail in this video that's already going to be long. So if you want to learn how to set up email automations marketing, again, visit our YouTube and the video will be on our channel. List and subscribers. So all subscribers, so these are the people all subscribed to the email list. You have different lists. So this is how I would know a person or how a person became engaged with Cherry Picked online. I always label, active builds as of X date, my giveaways, etc. Then you can also see people who have unsubscribed. So you can just see kind of what they're looking for. They might have unsubscribed for various reasons. Maybe you're sending it to the wrong email. It's really not that big of a deal. It's all a part of it. We also have email templates for you to use. So if you wanted to create a campaign, but you're really not creative or really don't know where to start, when you go to campaigns and you create a campaign up here, you can actually use our designs. Okay, well, I got to do a test. Right. So we do have regular and A/B split. So A/B split is to test your audience. I always just do regular campaign because most of my emails, I just want the information to get out and get to all of my list. And then as you go through the process to do a campaign, it will bring you to our templates back here. And then your email settings. So this is one thing that we need to make sure that we get done for you if we haven't already is we need to make sure that your domain gets verified so that you can send emails. We have to send emails through a domain verified email or else you can't use this platform to send your emails. One is for security and two is for deliverability. It just has better results. If you come back here to my dashboard, you'll see my open rates and click-through rates are very high. Yes. Well, the numbers are low here too, but you'll notice that people are getting the email and actually reading through the email. As well as brand details, we want to make sure that your company's information is back here and that it is correct. Let me just discard that. I actually just need to update it, so let me go ahead and do that. Okay. So that's how you would make sure that your brand details are up to date as well as domains. And then for further settings, you would come over here and this is where you can create properties of your own, create your tags, and then have membership settings as well. The last tab to review for this video is the appointments tab. This is for those who don't have online scheduling already but need it. It's a very, very similar to Calendly. It's just directly tied into your website. So an appointment booker using the Cherry Pick platform would look like this. And this is where all of my discovery calls are made. So this calendar is directly linked to book a call with Cherry Picked Webco. And then if I wanted to see the schedule of calls, come over here to schedule, and this is my schedule of calls. These are my operators for all of my calls. And then if you wanted to list out your services, you could create services back here as well. So in the context of a chiropractic office and you had massage and you had acupuncture and you had a bunch of different things, we could create services and assign operators, and then it could become a scheduling system. The only downfall with the appointments tab is that it doesn't integrate into an EHR. And so most of my clients don't utilize the appointments tab, and that's okay. They use their EHR software or a true proper booking software instead. So that is the overview of the Cherry Pick platform. Should you have any more detailed questions, please check the YouTube first before you check anywhere else. If there is something you want to know but it's not on the YouTube channel, please make sure that you email Jill at cherrypickedwebco.com or admin@cherrypickedwebco.com, and we will answer your questions. Or if your suggestion is what we feel a really good one, we will make a video like this and add it to our YouTube channel. I hope this answers a lot of your questions that you have as the overview of the platform. But I hope you have a great day wherever you're watching from. I hope it's sunny and amazing, and you're amazing, and have a great, great, great day.